What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Madden 17, my career. Now we are in week 6, and we're facing off against the Detroit Lions. We are 4-1, trying to come in here and go 5-1. That'll be a tremendous way to start this first 6 games of the season. Obviously, the Detroit Lions are very talented. They have Matthew Stafford as their quarterback, and if you guys know Matthew Stafford, he is not one to give up. So obviously our defense has a lot to keep up with, but I think we are ready. 1st and 10, we get the ball halfway through the first quarter, and hopefully we could get a big play here, man. Start the game going on the right way. As you guys see with the play action, we give it to Tavon Austin. He breaks away with some speed, and he gets stopped at the 48. Now 2nd and 1, of course, we're going to go to our halfbacks, and this time it's Trey Mason on the field with the handoff, and he has some light. He gets a good amount of yardage. That gets us to their 28. Now we fast forward in the beginning of the second quarter. It is 2nd and 8 on the same drive. Hopefully with this pass play, we could get something. And that is Lance Kendricks. But I think he's just short of the first down. So now we're going to go for it. 4th and inches. Why not try to get this touchdown? And we get stopped. Wow. Detroit Lions defense coming in clutch. So now Detroit with the ball. They already scored a field goal to start the game. So now they're moving downfield, and they get a touchdown. So now this drive is very important. Of course, it's the end of the first half. 1:19 left. We need to score on this drive. Of course, we're in the shotgun. We throw it up. That's Brian Quick, and he gets the reception, and he gets the catch. Mosses those 2 defenders. And wow, what an amazing play by Brian Quick, using his height and speed and lateral ability to get that catch. So now 1st and goal, we are on the 4. Can we get it? Oh, we get pulverized, and we get the ball back. Wow, that was a close call. That fumble could have gone either way. But obviously we run a play action. They are pressuring me, so I had to throw it, and I throw the pick. Wow, that was not the way to end this first half. We were trying to get a score, but that turnover was not a good way to end it. So now in the second half, our defense did get the stop. So now it's our turn to go downfield once again, and Todd Gurley having a rough game. Our rushing did not do well this game at all. We had a lot of trouble trying to get up the field when it came to our halfbacks. So of course we had to throw the ball. 1st and 10 on the 35. You guys see Trey Mason is in the game. We obviously have Brian Quick. And I throw it up to Tavon Austin, the far right, and he gets the catch over the defender. What a tremendous catch by Tavon Austin. Him and Brian Quick have been playing phenomenal for me this season. They have been getting nonstop catches in the deep routes, and that has been a key reason why our offense has been doing so well. Obviously, we're going to give it back to our weapon, Todd Gurley, but he is struggling. The Detroit Lions defense is not having it with the run game. 4th and goal. This is obviously a must score. It's 3-10, so this is one. Oh, and we have to throw it away. The Detroit Lions defense proved to be too much. And of course, this is the last chance. This probably is our last opportunity to go ahead and move this drive forward. And we fumble the ball. Detroit Lions recovers it. I don't think we're going to get this one back. The Detroit Lions defense put the pressure on me, and that is game. So the story of the game is Todd Gurley struggling against the Detroit Lions defense. 10 attempts, 13 yards. That is not the way he usually plays. But the week is over. We have to go into this week, stay focused in practice, and get ready for this game in London against the New York Giants.
Look, I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows, $1 million schemes and $1 billion. I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows. I put my heart in this world, cause that's just all that I know. Look, fuck being broke, let's go make $1 million. Get a bunch of money, stack it to the ceiling. Make a couple moves till we run the building. Before we had it all, let's take them right back to the beginning. Now I remember the days when we felt like quitting. Used to question my drive, didn't have much ambition. Had to drop out of college, I couldn't pay that tuition. Now mama busting and bitching, think the youngest is tripping. But I've been dreaming no more. A 9 to 5 ain't a pillar.
After a strong lifting practice, we are on the field. Obviously, coach wants us to go over some things. I did throw an interception last game, so that will be one of the things I will be working on in this week's practice. I'm looking to make smarter decisions as far as passing the ball. Obviously, if I have to settle for a shorter route, that is what I'll have to do. And that is something I definitely need to work on, that I definitely need improvements on going on in the season. And as you guys see, going to Lance Kendricks a lot this practice. So after a strong practice, the team is looking real optimistic. We're going to get on the plane to head to London in this matchup against the Giants.
And see if you can find that next level.
Ain't no time for no lacking. My niggas, I'm trying to get it. Just be wary of snakes. On the hunt for attention. Cause when they see you ride, they want a JFK your position. Now I got shit up on my plate, but I be damn if I lose. I'm just trying to pay the way, you know, inspire the youth. Show them if you do believe, then one day it'll come true. If I can make it, you can too, homie, and visual proof. This ain't happen overnight. Trust me, I put the work in. Used to pray like every night that God showed me my purpose. Guess the pain and all the struggle we went through was all worth it.
So obviously my game last week was not one to talk about. This week I will try and prove myself going on against the Giants. Last week I had an interception. This week I'll try to turn it around and turn that into touchdowns. And that's really the key goal here. Obviously it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That is why we are all wearing pink. And obviously with this crowd in London, we need to come here and have a huge game. Now Giants with the ball first, and they are moving downfield. They have a powerful offense, and Victor Cruz gets the touchdown. Now we have the ball back. It is in the second quarter, 3rd and 11. I throw it up, and that is Tavon Austin for the reception. 1st and 10 now. We're going to try no huddle, try to move this offense quickly. And, of course, we're going to hand it off to Todd Gurley. He struggled last game, so obviously this game we need to make sure he gets the ball and he is effective. 3rd and 7 now. We are going to go with the pass play after a great run by Todd Gurley. We see Brian Quick in the middle, and he gets the catch, and they tackle him at the 5. 1st and goal. Of course, we're going to go back to giving it to Todd Gurley. He struggled last game, but this game I feel like is going to be different, and he gets the touchdown. Of course, I have to give credit where credit is due, and our offensive line did a great job blocking for Todd Gurley. Now 1st and 10, we get the ball back thanks to our defense. We're going to try and do this 2-minute drill, get downfield, and see if we can get a score before the end of this half. Now 1st and 10 on the 49. We're in the shotgun. We're going to give it to Brian Quick in the dump off, and he gets us a 1st down. 2nd and inches, Brian Quick was short, just shy of the 1st down. But we're going to go shotgun once again, and I have some breathing room. I'm going to go ahead and scramble for it. I get some yards, but I fumble the ball, and I recover it. But we get the 1st down no matter what. We're going to go ahead and try to score on this drive. After that timeout, we are back on the 30. We are down by 3, so obviously we're going to try and go and get a touchdown. And look who it is. It's my wide receiver, North, with the reception until we get to the 10. 2nd and goal on the 3. We're going to no huddle here. Try to get him off balance. Play action. And that is Trey Mason for the touchdown. That's a heck of a play call by the coach to get us that touchdown right there to give us the lead. Now after another stop by the defense, it is our ball. We give it to Todd Gurley, and he gets a good amount of yardage, but just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. You guessed it, we're going to give it back to Todd Gurley. He's been having a phenomenal game, so we're going to keep that going. He gets some breathing room, shakes his ankles. Ooh! Todd Gurley runs for the 10-5. Touchdown, Todd Gurley. What a run. Let's check that out again. You best believe he is fired up after his 2nd touchdown of the evening, giving this London crowd a show. Now New York back with the ball. They're downfield, and they get a score to Victor Cruz's second touchdown of the game. 2nd and 8. You know who we're going to, Todd Gurley. And he fumbles the ball. Oh, and we recover the fumble. Wow, that was a very close call. Have to call a timeout and regroup after that one. 3rd and 9. We're gonna, oh, it hits the defender's helmet and Todd Gurley received it. That was a crazy play. So obviously after the 4 and out, it's Giants back with the ball. Under a minute left in the game. Oh, and New York gets the score, so the game is tied up. 27 seconds left. This may be the play of the game if we could get downfield. I see Kenny Britt. He's got some space by himself. I throw it up, and he gets the reception. Wow, that was a huge play. That might just be it. If we could get this field goal or get a little more extra yardage, this game might be all but done. 2nd and 10. We're going to try to do one more pass play, get closer to a field goal range, and we get sacked. So now we're out of field goal range. I don't know how he's going to do this, but we're going to try one more time before the 4th down to see if we can get a little closer to make it easier on our kicker. And look at that. The defense, tremendous defensive play. They swat the ball down. So now it is on the field goal kicker's job to finish this game. So the kicker misses the field goal, and now we are in overtime. New York Giants with the ball. Our defense needs to get a stop. So our defense does their job. They get a stop. So now it's our turn to score. And obviously, if we do score a field goal or a touchdown, regardless, it will be a W. 3rd and 15. This New York Giants defense has been giving me some trouble. In the shotgun. And that is Kendricks, Lance Kendricks with the reception, but it is just short. So now it is 4th and 1. And there goes my tight end, Lance Kendricks, one more time, just like we practiced, and he gets us a 1st down. 1st and 10, we are trying to get at least in the field goal range. Let's see if we have some success. Todd Gurley with the run, and he fumbles the ball. And wow, the New York Giants recover it, but I'm not too sure. We're going to have to review that one. I'm not too sure if that was exactly a fumble. Let's check it out. It looks like his knee was down. His knee was definitely down before the ball popped out. So I'm hoping the refs make the right call here and give us the ball back. So the play was overturned. We get the ball back. 2nd and 5. Luckily, that was not Todd Gurley's second fumble of the game. But we're going to go ahead, play action. And that is Lance Kendricks once again with the reception. He has been coming in clutch here in overtime. 3rd and 5 now. We are obviously past field goal range, but we just want to get a little closer to make it a surefire score. And that is Higbee with the reception. Up to the kicker, and he misses the field goal. Don't smile, don't smirk. You just missed the field goal. Now, the Giants, with their offense, they might just go downfield and get the score. And somehow, some way, our defense gets the stop at the 1. I don't know how they did it, but I'm not going to complain. It is now on our offense to get this score and win this game. So we're going to go no huddle, 3rd and 7. Oh, the lineman is not moving, and we get the flag. The flag is on the defense, and that was a much-needed call. That really helps our offense, helps us move the ball downfield. 3rd and 2. Obviously, we need to get this here, so that way we are in good position to keep this drive moving, and that is Brian Quick with the clutch reception. 1st and 10. We're going to call the shotgun here. 36 seconds left. We need a miracle here. We need something to get this win. And the catch by Brian Quick, but he drops the ball. Wow. So 2nd and 10. Like I said, we need any type of miracle right now. And the ball is up. That's Brian Quick redeeming himself with the reception. He is gone. Oh, and they stop him, but he gets to the 7. That has to be it. We call the timeout. Our kicker is heading out on the field. He better make this field goal here. He better make this field goal, and that is game. Wow, what a tremendous game. Going into overtime with the comeback by the New York Giants, but we squeeze it out with the win this game. Todd Gurley had a phenomenal game, over 140 yards rushing, and I didn't have a bad game myself. 276 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. Todd Gurley going off for 19 attempts, 142 yards rushing. What a game. And of course, Brian Quick, 108 receiving yards. He was the main reason for this win. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode of my Madden 17 career. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you already know I'm signing out.
Look, I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows, $1 million schemes and $1 billion. I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows. I put my heart in this work, 'cause that's just all that I know. Look,